All right, then, this is what I say. Let's start our new year off next month with a bang as we end this Earth year. Um, all the end of the year reviews are in process and coming in. Um, this Earth year has been a little bit pivotal. Um, our best Earth year since the pandemic came to a close. Um, we got there a couple of things. We have tested some things. We've launched a few things. All right. So, good news. The drought seems to be easing in the Central Amexem. Thus, the Central Amexem Canal is becoming more usable. So, fewer ships will have to sail around South Amexem now. It'll take a few months before the impact is felt, just like it took a few months for the inflation to start to pick back up across the planet because of the ships having to sail around South Amexem, adding a lot of miles of travel to their navigation, meaning shipping prices went up, shipping costs went up. That was to be expected. It took time to trickle down to the shelves in the stores. With the improvement of the ability to float vessels, container ships, and those carrying liquefied natural gas and diesel or other petroleum through that particular canal, through that lock system, that improvement will show up in the markets. It'll take a little bit. However, it'll get there, and it'll bring the pricing back down yet again. The other ship issue is going to be what's happening with the piracy, as some would call it, and with the continued shooting of rockets, missiles, drones, and now sea drones at vessels and coalition naval forces looking to stop all these missiles, rockets, and drones being fired at commercial vessels under flags that's not engaging with the belligerents. So getting through the Kemetic Canal is still an issue, which means ships got to sail all around Alkebu-lan, and it's adding several thousand miles to their travel. That's increasing the time that those vessels are not available to do other carriage, to do other shipping. Well, shipping costs impact everyone, whether you have a substance or a non-substance-based economy. So yeah, we're taking a hit on that too, like everybody else. The good thing for us is, while others are looking to establish regional hubs, we already are there with regional hubs. So we take a ding like everybody else, just not so much. This is why our strategy and tactics make the sense that they do. And while those who insist on laying down with the non-substance-based economy dogs are realizing that they're getting up with those non-substance-based economy fleas, well, they made that bed. They make that bed, and they choose to lay in it, and that's their business and not ours. Operations planning does matter. Strategy and tactics do matter. And while our kith and kindred, for the most part, lack the vision thus far by the evidence, lack any operations planning that's practical and sensible based upon the evidence, while most of them volunteer to insist on remaining encumbered under the colonizing hostiles and their melanated puppets based on the evidence, that is definitely a them problem and not our problem. We love them. Our example shows them they don't got to do all that. They insist on doing all that, so you got to let them do what they do. It's their life. We don't have to like it. However, it's their choice to make, and they've made it. Respect their choices, but we expect ours to be respected. We're not always going to agree, and we don't have to. Let them do their thing. We do ours. I just know that those that plan and those that train and those that do after-action reports on what they have been training upon and what they actually have done and what they actually do, These are the ones that get results. And this is why those who've been around for decades, way beyond us, and hundreds of years way beyond us, do not have a track record to match the things that we do. This is not a boast or a brag. It's not about who has the most toys in a sandbox. This is about who feeds their babies on their own terms, no matter what happens across the planet in quote-unquote economies. And nothing more. Leave the ego out of it.